Hello, my name is Randy Richter, Director of Technology Solutions and partner at ATS. Today we're going to talk about the dues, subscriptions, and voluntary dues module of the ATS online marketplace. This will let your members join, renew, purchase a subscription, or even give a voluntary dues donation. The way it works for both individual and company dues. It'll let you pay dues for yourself or pay dues for someone else if you want, similar to registering somebody else for a conference. It'll also let you pay the dues for the company if you have company dues and you are so authorized. You can pay them, join or renew as part of the company. It'll also let you pay dues for something that maybe you weren't originally billed for. Maybe you're billed for 1 year dues, but you want to upgrade to 2 year dues and pay 2 years at the same time. It does use a wizard approach with customizable text on each page, with different paths that can be taken based on what options the person selects. For example, maybe student members don't get a join section. Allows you to set who can join, renew, and what member type and category they could do that as. It lets people change the member type and category at renewal or at join time based on your rules. For example, maybe a student member can renew as a continue to renew as a student member or upgrade to a full member. In addition, it will allow you to set criteria for those who can join as a specific member type. You might say, well, if you're not 65 and older, you don't even see the option to join as a retired member. It will let you set up these requirements that have to be completed before continuing in the process. For example, maybe to be eligible to join a student, you have to have uploaded your transcript into IMAS, or in that case, you might be redirected to an upload before you could continue to add the join and renew to your card. So you have options to stop somebody in the process and say, hey, you need to provide this information, and then you can provide a link that would go back to your profile to edit that data. We do allow dues items. Is it, basically, if you purchase, say, basic dues, then you automatically get the chapter division dues. There's no option to not get them. They are bundled together with the basic dues, even though in IMAS they are perhaps 3 product codes in this example. There is a dues roll up that once you let people buy things in different product codes, you can hide certain items, such as maybe a journal fee, so that people never see that fee broken out. So a couple options there to really do that. Using those combinations together can really give you a lot of flexibility in how you want to manage your dues. You can control what each member type sees and what category, based on the member type of category. So maybe students, again, can't join chapters, so they won't even see those chapter options. You can also control a min and max that a person can choose. For example, you might have a rule that you must pick one chapter and you can pick no more than one. Or you might have it where you can pick one chapter and you can pick no more than 3. So you have options like that with the minimum and maximum that you can set to really control. And you can do that per member type, per category. Some other general features that are supported, grace periods, bump proration, advancing the start date after a particular day in the month. Those are all IMAS standard IMAS setup things, special pricing. You can set up single and or multi-year subscriptions. So again, maybe you're billed at 1 year, but you can renew as 1, 2, or 3 if you want to offer that. There are, of course, in the marketplace dollars off and percentage off coupons that you can do for the whole order, the whole set of dues, or maybe just one particular product code. Maybe it's $10 off an extra section or something like that. It will allow you through this process to add a chapter section mid-year. And again, other items in your cart will change the member pricing if you have dues in your cart. So let's say that Randy Richter adds a event registration in my cart as a non-member. If I go and you upsell them to a join as part of the process, when I put the join in my cart, the price of the event will automatically switch to a member price. If I was to delete the membership out of the cart, it would go back to non-member price for the event. So that's a really cool feature of an integrated combined shopping cart. Some screens here as an example. You register when you come to the dues. If you are allowed to pick from other people, you would see a list of who you're authorized to join or renew. Again, that could be people or companies. If you don't want this feature, then it would go right into the dues process. Here's an example of a screen where the person only has one choice. This is a sample person here, Justin Trout. He can only pick the $100 option for basic dues. And then he can pick what subscriptions he wants on the next screen. You can control which sections show, or excuse me, what subscriptions and sections and all that, which ones show by setting them up in the billing cycle in IMAS. Now here's another person. You'll see they have the option to pay 2-year dues or a 1-year dues. Demo database, we've got some sample here where you can pick either one. And maybe through this process, this is the exact same demo database. Based on this person's member type that they're a CPA member, they get these options, and then they perhaps write to a PAC contribution where they can have one or more contributions with a suggested giving amount in there. Of course, the next add to the cart, and everything adds to the cart for that person. You'll see in this case we did not auto roll up, but we could have hidden that application fee. Remember, we didn't see that application fee through the process of the wizard, but you can show it on the screen at the checkout, or if you like, you could hide the application fee and roll it into the basic membership dues. So the basic membership dues would be $1,090, and the application fee wouldn't be seen. Even though it's multiple product codes in IMUS in the back office, you can show and determine exactly what that person gets to see on the screen. For subscriptions, it will allow you to purchase a subscription, which could be any dues type, like a sub, a chapter, a section, a miscellaneous. Those are product types in IMUS. It will allow you to buy a subscription and add that mid-year if you want. And there's the option to sync or not sync that paid through date with the main subscription dates for members. For a non-member, it might just be annual whenever they buy that subscription. But for members, you might want it to sync with their paid through date. So in your next billing cycle, they get billed for everything. It will support proration in this situation as well. Here's an example of a screen for a simple journal subscription that I can add to the cart. This one happens to be a free one, but you could have member, non-member pricing. Of course, all the other things, the standard features of the marketplace include the Google groups like Facebook friend, QR codes, product reviews, people who bought this, bought that. Those are turned on and off at your discretion, but those are all part of the subscription, and it looks pretty much like a product code, but this will create a subscription record in IMUS in the back end. For voluntary donations, those will let you specify through a separate process of voluntary donations, or you can incorporate them right into that join renew process as I showed you earlier. You can allow donations to be, the system will allow for donations to be in separate entities, so they could have different cash accounts and different gateways. What that lets me do is check out, and in a combined cart, in a single cart, I could check out on my main dues, go to one cash account and one cash entity, one bank account, and my donation goes to the foundation's cash accounts and the foundation's payment gateway and the foundation's credit card. That will all work together, so you could have multiple PayPal accounts, PayPal Pro accounts, and the money would be split accordingly, even though the person will just see one checkout process and put in the card once. Here's an example where there's multiple voluntary donations provided here. You can have one, as many as you want. These have predetermined giving options here, and that's why you see those there. All this is configurable in IMUS. Anybody that join and renew, who can join and renew, and the subscriptions are all controlled through a IMUS user-defined table. Makes it very upgradable. Works on all versions of IMUS, so makes it very upgradable. Other specific settings that are kind of unique in case you need them, and some clients in the past have needed these, would be like the ability to set the annual dues start month different from the fiscal year. Maybe your fiscal year is July through June, but you want your dues to all be January through December. We have the ability to do that and manage all that. The ability to bill the company record. That is an option that you can set in a checkbox. Then anybody's individual dues will have the bill to ID set to be the company record. That can be very helpful with your list billing situations. You do have the ability to force synchronization of one-off subscription dates with the primary dues, as I said, so you can decide whether you want those to sync up with the primary paid through dates, dues paid through dates, or if you want them to be on their own cycle. For additional information, you can definitely contact us at help if you're currently a user of the online marketplace and get answers to these questions you might have about this. This is a full demo, is available on the ATS website at www.atsol.org. And if you'd like more information about this product or any of the other ATS products, please contact us at info@atsol.org. Thank you very much.